Whew, honey. Truly, I feel like I am just disintegrating before your eyes. So process this month. It's been a hard one. Um, which is a little I mean, I knew that I sometimes had bad months, but I was hoping to not have one quite so soon after like setting up this platform. So, I've been working on some poetry. That's been good. Um, I think I mentioned before, Dinez Smith, my friend Dinez, is a finalist for the National Book Awards, and their book is just stunning. Um, and I've been kind of working from it, working closely with it a lot, which has been a pleasure. I've been reading more. Um, And I feel like a weird guilt for not working on the novel this month. And I also am a little at sea about exactly, I want to have people's feedback sooner than I probably will have it in order to start the next round of revisions. So, anyway, basically, it's been poems and doing some booking for the spring, which is great, and working a lot to try to deal with the more immediate components of my debt, which is hard. I'm really grateful for your support and that you're here. Um, and I think the next round of things will be I'll probably stick with trying to get this poetry manuscript together into the first week of December, and then I'll spend the last 3 weeks of December trying to get another better draft of the novel and also seeing if there are parts that are attractive enough as excerpts to send to places. Um, yeah. So that would be really exciting to start to put that work on a broader platform. I'm not sure how well that'll go. It's tricky. If I were writing a book of essays or something, or memoir even, would be easier to find publication for that stuff. But I'm looking forward to revisiting it more closely nonetheless. Um, I have been more diligent about free writing every day. It feels like that should help more than it does. Um, and I'll be honest. It's really hard not having more time. I complain about it in therapy and 12 step and whatever all the time. It's just really hard not being able to take a couple of hours and do my own work every day. I'm just not able to do that. Um, so, yeah, the other kind of daunting thing about returning to a draft of the novel is that the things that I'm working on now are even more like fine-grained things, like qualities of voice between enslaved and not enslaved characters, code switches for the enslaved characters in their exchanges with each other versus their exchanges with other characters. So, so I have some ideas for how to research that, but I am again just irritated slash fearful um, that I can't seem to get into as immersive a space as I would really like. Um, I am also applying for some programs and some fellowships. Very possible that in the new year I will take, uh, I'll either get a residency or find a month to sublet and go somewhere and work on it. Um, but yeah, for the time being, process is process. I'm just working on it. Um, yeah, I of course want to say something that is more insightful or inspiring. I mean, yeah, I have been reading more. I've been reading Frank Bedart. I've been um, reading John Berryman. I've been reading Thomas Hayden. I'm just trying to feed the well, and I forget. I'm very attached to productivity, if you hadn't noticed, with all of these deadlines, which are insane and which I make myself. I'm very attached to productivity, and one thing that means is that it is hard for me to see and appreciate how much my process of creation like has to be taking things in, experiencing things. Um, yeah, and that's just very true. Um, I also saw my good friend April Ranger had her final project, the play that is her MFA thesis up at the Rattlestick Theater, and I was able to go and see that. And similarly, um, it just like creates an interruption where things are possible when I see a beautiful thing. And so that's something that I need to remember instead of always, 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 always being in the grind. Um, so yeah, I do feel badly that I haven't provided more cuter content for you this month, but like I said, it's been really rough. Um, and I'm really glad that you're in this with me. And if there is anything more specific that you want to know about process or where projects are at, don't hesitate to ask. I would, again, really love to have this platform be more interactive. Um, Thank you. Bye.